Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our series, the Fast Lane Booth. Can you believe it? We're back in here after so long, folks. It's glad to be here. I am joined with Bloxer and Sharky. Boys, what's up?
Hola.
Hello, hello.
You
Uh,
know, I still gotta say, man, Bloxer, it's so weird hearing your voice. Like it's just like it's insane.
I mean,
It's so cute.
yeah.
Um, Reminder: if you're in the game, please leave the game, as the game is strictly for the commentators. But man, look at the left. I've remembered that car for as long as I can remember. And the pictures over there, that just brings back nostalgia. Anyways, we're back here on our City Fast Lane in the booth, in the middle of nowhere. This is nostalgic. This was peak RSCRA. I'm not gonna lie with you, man. This was peak RSCRA in this booth. Everything great happened here. Great voices, great people. You had to be there, all right? You had to be there to experience it. But well, you can be here right now, and we're gonna experience a brand new edition of our City Fast Lane. Boys, what should we talk about first today in today's podcast?
Well, I mean, I think there's one thing that really has occupied everyone's mind, and that is last weekend's race at Las Vegas.
Oh, big weekend out of Vegas. Big penalties even. Um, yeah, bit of an incident happened last week, but we're not gonna talk about that. But we can talk about the penalty that did happen. Which we'll get to in a moment. But let's just break down what we saw at Las Vegas. I mean, it was great racing in my opinion. A lot of green flag runs. I don't remember that many cautions. And lots of pitch strategy. Boys, what were your thoughts on it?
Uh,
I'm. You can go first.
uh, I wasn't really able to watch the race because I was like 6 hours ahead, so I can't really speak on it.
Okay. Well, I mean, really, I think overall, I was the official and streamer for that race, so I will say the officiating was not perfect there. I did get a lot of things wrong. But I mean, apart from that, I mean, we had really good like green flag runs. A lot of pit stops were happening. Strategy was really important, and that strategy did screw over some people, and overall did contribute to that race being really, really, really good, especially for the past two races that we had at Auto Club and especially Daytona. So at least for right now, that does bring us some pretty good momentum coming into the next race at Phoenix, which should hopefully be better.
Yeah, we're only two races into the season, but let's break down these point standings real quick. Quick. Oh, I did say it right. I'm acting like I just stuttered. Anyways, let's break this down really fast. Of course, first in points, it's your boy Chris.
That guy sucks.
I don't even know
Yeah,
how he's
true.
up there. Can you believe it? Sorry, three races we've already ran. I'm on top with 60 points. Locked myself into the playoffs last week at Las Vegas. Felt good. The win definitely felt good. Got
The
time,
glazing is crazy.
some time to party with my mariachi hat. Very fun, very fun. Had a carne asada con mi familia. Yeah, that was it.
This is
Really,
an English show.
it was really good weekend. But that's me. 6 playoff points. And that last week was my first poll in years. We're gonna head now down to second place driver in the Cup Series standings. Dames in the number 24 Hendrick Motorsports car, only 3 points behind me. He does have a win, of course, that coming at Daytona. Did not have a strong race at Las Vegas. What really happened to Damien?
Uh, I mean, he was running pretty good. Like, really, he ran pretty good. He was up front for like most of the race. It was just really that again, like that last pit stop run that really did screw him over because he did speed, and with penalties, especially having to come in after the race ended, he eventually was put to the back. Which, although he does have a win already, is unfortunate for him. And I mean, coming into Phoenix, hopefully he doesn't make the same mistake going down pit road again, and can possibly get another really good position in that race.
Yeah, I think he struggled at Las Vegas. I think he's gonna get a better chance here. I think here at Phoenix, he's obviously raced here many times before. I mean, Phoenix was kind of
Mm-hmm.
like a flag stand track in the RSCRA, and a lot of experience here for many drivers in the field, across all divisions of the RSCRA. So I think we're gonna see a lot of experience play into the race, and I think Dames is gonna be able to be one of those drivers that capitalizes off others' mistakes just because of the experience that he has. Moving on down now to third and the championship. Can you believe it? The number 6 of AJ. I mean, talk about an underdog, man. I did not see AJ being up in the top 5 in points. No offense to AJ, but let's talk about the run he's having here, guys.
It's pretty remarkable. Yeah, he's just been consistent with getting stage
Mm-hmm.
points and just putting himself into position when time. Oh my god, my nose. Um, Putting himself in position when he needs it.
Yeah, and I mean, like we saw it at Daytona. He's pretty good overall, and even though as well he got a penalty at Las Vegas, I put him to the back. He was still able to get a pretty good finish out of that. I do think that AJ, while being a rookie in D1, is someone to beat, and he is definitely talented. And hopefully, yeah, we see that momentum continue on throughout the season.
Yeah, so definitely someone to look out for here, especially in the beginning half here of the schedule. Just gotta hope he keeps this awesome momentum up. I mean, he's doing outstanding as of now. And in that RFR racing technology. Moving on down now to P4, which will be Colts, number 7 car. He's having a good run also. I think he's being able to capitalize on a lot of stage points here. He's getting a lot of stage points. Smart strategies, staying out when he needs to, going in when he needs to, and he's picking up these really basic stage points. I think he's having an underdog run right now. Do I think he will be a playoff contender? It's too early to tell, but as of now, we don't usually see him at the front, but he's a smart driver and he's continuing to build up on his momentum and he's getting these points when he needs it most. So I definitely think he's one to look for. Maybe on a drafting package track with these smart strategies, I think he'd be able to win on a track that maybe requires less skill. And moving on down now to P5, synonymous. 48 points, 2 behind Colts. He is tied with the number 41 car of Ethan. He has a win already. He's locked into the playoffs. Sharky, coming from a driver's perspective, how much does that take off your shoulders, knowing that you're locked into the playoffs early on in the season?
It takes off a lot knowing that you can run bad, but at the end of the day, it's not going to matter. Where you can have multiple races where you can be out of contention at the back, and that's not going to matter because you're already locked in. So it takes off a lot of pressure. I do think that compared to a driver that isn't locked into the playoffs and is near the cup bubble, you got to try and get as many points as possible to try and increase that gap and try and get yourself as far as away from the cut line as possible.
I mean, perfectly explained there, Sharky. Um, oh, apologies. Yeah. Synonymous. He's actually been really fast, in my opinion. He has been really fast. I mean, he's won 66% of the poll awards so far this season. Um, I did not think he was gonna be someone to look for, but obviously he's put in the work in the off season, and I mean he's back. He's really fast, especially in qualifying. Is the race pace there? I think he needs a little bit more race pace. Obviously he won an auto club. Um, Possibly Mickey, possibly not. it's really hard to tell just because of the fact that he had a bunch of Hendrick Motorsport and Hendrick Motorsport cars pit in the later stages of the race, and I think he's gonna be. I think he improved himself with some race pace somewhere, and I think he's gonna be okay. I think he can solidify a good status here in RSCRA, and I think he's gonna be able to capitalize on someone's mistake, and he's gonna be able to get another win here sooner or later. Moving on down to P6. Well, I'm sorry, tied P5. It's gonna be number 41 of Ethan. Winless, 0 playoff points, but zero DNFs. Boys, what do we think about Ethan?
I think Ethan. I do think, with my personal experience with him, he is a very, very smart driver in terms of strategy. As we've seen at like a lot of tracks here, he knows how to do strategy well, and he almost even. I'm sorry. Where did he finish in the Auto Club race again?
Ethan, I think he
You
finished
remember?
top three, I believe.
Yeah, I believe he was third, but yeah, that really plays off of what I'm trying to say here. Ethan is a really, really smart driver, and even if he doesn't have quite the race pace compared to some of these other guys at occasion, he can make up that entirely with just being smart about his strategy. I mean, being partnered with his team, really, I have seen he does put a lot of time into like perfecting strategies during races, and in the future with tracks such as like Pocono, which is in the playoffs, and then other ones like Darlington, Talladega, and etc. Really, he is going to be a driver to beat in terms of the strategy game, and hopefully we can see that continue along in the season.
Sharky.
Huh?
Okay, well, we'll move on from Ethan then. We're gonna move on here to Borger. I don't even know what to say about this guy. Kind of surprises me seeing him above the cutoff line. Um, but I mean, he had a strong run at Las Vegas. I think. Um, I don't think he raced at Auto Club. He might have. I don't really remember, but he's having a strong start to the season so far. Um, he has 46 points, no wins yet. Do I think he's someone that can get a win? Possibly. He's gonna have to prove some stuff though. Not really fast in qualifying. Not really fast. Really in race pace either. But he's up there. He's getting these points where it's needed. Moving on down now. Behind him is pretty large gap. 17 points separate him and Halo in the number 12 car. 29 points for Halo. Really strong run at Las Vegas. Finished second. He was giving me a run for my money. He really was. I'm sorry. I believe it actually should be Dog in front of Halo, but we'll talk about Halo real quick. Yeah, on stat sheet it says Halo's above Dog, but that's incorrect. There's a 16-point gap between Burger and Dog. Anyways, Halo, 29 points. Really strong run at Phoenix. That's really all I need to know. He's gonna run hard at Phoenix this weekend. He really is. He's a veteran at Phoenix. He has a lot of experience. He's gonna need to put it to the test here. And I think he'll be able to get a win. I think after this race, he can possibly even be, like he can move up 3 spots in the standings really in this race, in my opinion. I think he has the pace. I think he can be there when he needs it, and that's what's gonna happen, in my opinion. Moving on to Dog. Boys, what do you think about Dog?
Ooh, Dog. I mean, he is the only D1 champion because of certain
Mickey.
situations. Okay, shut up. Anyway, Dog. I mean, for most of his career here in the RSCRA, he's been the sort of driver that like once in a while really just like excels. And I mean, we saw that at tracks like Portland in season 2, and then Darlington in season 1, where he just like got together just really like clutch victories there. And I think he does have the potential to do that again. I mean, so far in the season, he's been pretty good. He is running typically around in the midfield, but as you've seen, a lot of midfield drivers can also make it up to the front and shine every once in a while. So I believe really the game is here when we are going to see Dog do that. Will it be in the playoffs or will it be sooner? Because we do have facts that he's been pretty decent at, such as Darlington, and then really, I mean, Darlington and some others here. And overall, we will be seeing him in the front shortly. So you guys should stay tuned for that.
Um, that's there for Dog. Perfectly explained once again there. Good stuff. Luxor. And we're going to move on to the last person before the premiere of Las Vegas highlights. We're going to talk about Sharky now. Sharky, just be honest.
Hello.
Daytona, how would you explain it to us? You haven't been here in weeks. How does
Um,
it feel to come back here?
it feels good. Nothing I could really do about Daytona. Um, I was just um, cars kind of sucked. Um, so I kind of got screwed over by that. Auto Club and Vegas I couldn't make. So Jace, shout out to Jace. He did really well. He surprised me. At Auto Club, he was running up front. All race pretty much, and that's for someone making their first career start in the Cup Series. I I was not expecting that, but I'll gladly. I'm happy that happened. Um, wasn't able to get a sub for Vegas, so that hurt me a lot. But it's just I need to try and prioritize staying out, getting points. Just try and build up a buffer from the cutoff line because I won't be able to make Charlotte, and then there will be another race beginning of April that I won't be able to make. So it's just I need to do my work now,
Um,
um, and not rely on the substitute